I appreciate it. This is a little bit different type of a video here, and then after this I will do another live stream and a giveaway. It's really rainy and messy outside. It's been raining pretty much all day long, so I've not wanted to go out and get in my studio, just the back and forth and in and out and in and out and in and out and stuff like that. So I didn't do anything that I was wanting to do as far as getting stuff ready and doing a demo or anything like that for some different products. How's it going? Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate that. As I stated right now, this is a little bit different of a video. You might have seen the title. Today is a special day. Just want to give a little bit of encouragement to you guys if I can for a few minutes. If you guys hang out long enough to hear it. Thank you. My wife actually just done that for me. She's my beautician. Sent her through beauty school back in 2012? 2006. She went through beauty school. So she's been doing my hair ever since. I ain't been to an actual barber shop, I don't think, since. Maybe one time have I been since, and that was because she was out of town or something like that. Well, she didn't make you beautiful. Somebody said they didn't make me beautiful. Well, she didn't.
I'm a beautician, not a magician.
There you go. Did you hear that? She's a beautician, not a magician. Take a whole lot more than a haircut to make me look good, I promise you. Anyway, if you've seen the title to the video, today is a special day, and with that, because of that, or why that is because we moved out to Tucson, I guess in about October 29th. Is that right? We left on my birthday of 2010, October 29th in 2010. And we went out to Tucson, and now you guys...
No, we left October 31st because we got there on November 2nd.
Okay, we left October 31st. That's what it was. So you guys don't even know me at all to what I used to be, okay? When we left Tennessee to go to Tucson, we was like ranked bottom of everything in society, okay? Me and Treva used to drink all the time, smoke dope, snorting coke, meth, crystal, smoking up rock, everything that you could imagine. You know, we eat mushrooms, acid, anything, you know, anything that we could. We was all like that before we went to Tucson. The point of going to Tucson was we was fed up with the life and that we was living. You know, it's hard to change your lifestyle to such a dramatic so dramatically if you're still hanging out with all the same people that you hang around all the time. So what we did, we packed up, we sold everything that we had, and we had a house full of stuff, a garage full of stuff, and everything. And I had a 1996 or 94, I can't remember, I think it was a 96 short Chevy van and everything. 94? Okay, a 94 Chevy van. I gave $600 for it in 2006. So that lasted us $600. That lasted us till 2014. As a matter of fact, whenever I got the van I got now. Anyway, we loaded it up with whatever we could get in it and sold everything else. Had yard sales and gave stuff away and everything else just so we wouldn't have to move it. Well, it was me, 3 dogs, Treva, and Jerry, the guy that was helping me in Tucson. He moved out there with us. He was a longtime friend of mine. And everything else, we didn't even take washer and dryer or nothing like that. We actually had the washer and dryer in the van to take out there, and it was too much. My van was swaying back and forth because it was a little lightweight Chevy van. Well, we ended up just going with like dishes, clothing, a mattress, one mattress and box spring, dishes, clothing, and what?
One high chair.
And one little bitty chair that was in the shape of a high heel shoe that Jerry sat on in the back of the van. And there was literally no room. I mean, it was packed to the ceiling. We crawled up some mountains on the way out there. Yeah, and love, that's right. And we climbed up some mountains on the way out there where my van was like doing like 30 miles an hour up it, where it was so packed out. It was a little V6 Chevy, so it didn't have a whole lot of power. And I thought, mercy, if I stop on this hill, I'm never going to get started. So I never would stop and let the van cool off or anything. Anyway, that $600 van that I bought in 06 lasted me, like I said, from then all the way out to Tucson, loaded down like crazy. And until 2014, it had over 300,000 miles on it whenever I got rid of it. And it still ran. I just wore the body out on it. The doors had a hard time shutting and stuff like that. I actually didn't have any AC or anything like that. How's it going, David? Yeah, no AC or anything like that. So been out in the desert, I was like, yeah, it's time to get something with some air. So anyway, we went out there. We started going to church and stuff like that. And it was on a Sunday, as a matter of fact, December 29th, 2010, just as today, is whenever I smoked my very last cigarette. Turned my life over. I pretty much just let the Lord have reign in my life at that time. I got baptized and everything on that single day. And from that day, I smoked and drank and partied and everything from the age of 12 years and up. Okay, I started out really young because I come from a big family. So been doing stuff like that for a long time, from till the age of 33, from about 12. And once I gave my heart to the Lord and just let him take over, all of that stuff just disappeared. I had not a single craving for another cigarette in my entire life, and that's with like 21 years of smoking. I never had another craving to drink, another craving for Coke, pills, anything like that. I've been sober since. Now, there was a time where I was going through some issues there in Tucson, and I went to the doctor and he got me on some pills, and I can't remember what they was called. I asked my wife just a little bit ago what they was called, and I can't remember. Anyway, they messed me up. I was messed up for about 3 months. And in that time, I did drink one time in that time, so I can't say since then, but one time I did backslide there for one time, we'll say that. So, but outside of that, I hit rock bottom at that point again, and the Lord was gracious enough to let me know that I was on the bottom, and he gave me the heart to get back up and keep on going. So as soon as I hit bottom, he let me know what was going on, and I was able to get right back up and carry on again. So anytime anything is going on in your life, okay, life runs in seasons. If you'll take and reflect back on your life, you can see the good points and bad points throughout your whole life, and you'll notice that they run in cycles, like seasons of your life. So if you're in the winter time of your life or going through hard times or whatever like that, you just keep going, okay? You're never defeated until you just quit, okay? So as long as you don't quit, you're always going to succeed, okay? It don't matter. It might take you 5 years. It might take you 10 years. But as long as you never quit, never give up, you're always going to succeed, okay? So, like I said, if you're in the winter of your life, just keep on going, because what comes after winter? Spring. That's exactly right. Spring, spring, spring. There will be another spring just around the corner. On the hill and in the valley. You're exactly right. And there's always something new. Yep, you're exactly right. Give the will to the Lord and you'll be good. You're exactly right. You guys are giving some good feedback. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sean Moore. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I thought I would just give a little insight on my life, on our life, because by no means has it been all roses and rainbows. We're just like everybody else, okay? We go through hard times and good times just like everyone else. And we, as a matter of fact, we used to be a lot lower than I'm sure a lot of you guys have been in your lives. Me and Treva used to be really, really bad when it comes to life in general. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that, buddy. We've been through so much stuff. Me and Treva's been through so much stuff together that would have broke the average couple up. numerous amount of times, and we've survived it, and we are here still kicking, grinding at the wheel, side by side, loving each other. So don't really matter what happens in life, okay? If you love your partner, if you got love in your heart, you're going to overcome anything. Love is the most powerful force this earth, or is the most powerful force on this earth. I'll say that. I can't say that earth has to offer, because the earth don't have it to offer. But anyway, God's will, not ours. There you go, buddy. That's exactly right. Thank you, Bobby Griffin. I appreciate that. I got another little tool. I think I'll stop right there without getting into too much awful detail, because I don't like to dig up the past. You're supposed to leave the past in the past. I just wanted to give you guys maybe a little bit of a word of encouragement. Maybe you can take something from that and help yourself out sometime in life if you're going downhill or something like that. Never give up.
Someone else.
Yeah, or someone else. You know, you can say that to someone else or something like that. It's just good to spread those kind of things around like that. Like I said, without digging up too much past, because that's never a good thing. You go digging up nobody's past, especially your own or anybody else's. So you're courageous. Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, I'm just proud of what the Lord has done for me. I'll say that. I'm not really courageous or anything like that. I'm just proud of what the Lord has done for me. We are all human. The only way we learn is by trial and error. You're exactly right. I stressed that many times about take the trials that life gives us and learn from them. Let them build us up and make us stronger. Like I give the testimony of the tree. I think it was on Thanksgiving. The storms of life come and blow the trees around. It loosens up the roots. Well, what happens when the tree gets blown back and forth? And the roots get loosened, it allows that tree roots to grow deeper, get a better hold on for the very next storm. So if we can be trees in the storms of our life, not let it uproot us and blow us away, but when it loosens our roots up, just grab a little deeper and hold on a little bit harder for the next one, okay? They're there, our trials and stuff like that are there to make us better people. They're there to build us up, not tear us down whatsoever, okay? So, I just wanted to share that with you guys because today is the day. December 29th of 2010 is when that awesome thing took place in my life. And on the way to church, I threw out my cigarette. I told my wife, I was like, well, this is my last cigarette. And I threw it out. And sure enough, that was my last cigarette. I think it was just because I was too stupid to believe or to understand that Christians actually struggled with stuff like that. With nicotine, drinking, and all that stuff. Christians absolutely struggle with the same thing that people that are not Christians struggle with. But it's been 2010, December 29th. But I didn't realize that at the time. So you get what you expect out of the Lord. So when I went to get baptized, I just expected that everything was going to be gone. And I went and got baptized, and he took all those desires and stuff like that from me. So I got what I expected, and that's exactly what happens if you just expect something from the Lord. You give him your. He says everything, okay? Everything you need to know. Looking right here. This is a love story, okay? It's not a book of rules or regulations or anything like that. This is a love story telling us how much he loves us. And it's a book full of promises that we can use, okay? And we can remind him of those promises and expect it when we say something. Be like, you said in your word that you would do this, and you can expect it, and it will come to pass because he's not a man that he would lie to you, okay? So, we are in the end times. Anything you want to say, Sugar?
Hi.
Oops, there you go. Okay, so this is a glorious day here. What I'd done for a long time on this day, I would take and I would just go get away from everybody, all technology and everything like that. I would get in my van and I would go out and just be in the country with nothing or nobody and just completely dedicate this day to the Lord. However, the past couple of years, it's been kind of chaotic. We was moving last year at this time and life happens, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, well, if I can't do that, the least I can do is just get on here and share my testimony with all of you super awesome followers that tune into the live streams and watch my videos and stuff like that. And I hope, like I said, I hope that it helps in some kind of way. Maybe sometime if you're going through something, you can reflect on something that was said here or something like that, and just let it motivate you, let it encourage you to not give up and never quit. Okay?
I do have something to say. Just a quick testimony myself. In 2000, I was diagnosed with ovarian and cervical cancer. Had to have surgery. They cut me from hip to hip so they could explore and look. She said there was nothing on my ovaries, so she left all that and she, got rid of the rest. And she said, if you go 12 years, you're out of it. Don't worry about it. That was in January of 2000. She didn't say 12 years. She said, if you go 10 years, you're out of it. May of 2012, I had ovarian cancer. Had to have that removed. And now they are, trying to tell me that these nodules in my throat isn't a cancer. But the way I'm seeing it, don't get me wrong, it had me worried and stuff like that. But the way I'm seeing it, this is going to be my opportunity again to be a testimony to say what God has brought me out of, what He has healed me of. So big shout out to God. Thank you. Just wanted to share that because the big C word is something that can be overcome with God.
She left out one of the most important parts. She actually had the testing and stuff like that done in, 2012?
Oh, yeah. In May of 2012, I had the biopsy and all that, and it was malignant cancer in my ovaries. So when they did, they did that, I went to church, and I had my pastor pray for me, and he anointed me with oil, and the church was praying for me. Well, I went and had the surgery, and they removed it. Whenever they did the surgery, they sent it off, and when it came back, they said there was no cancer there.
Why did they even do the operation?
Yeah, why did they even do the operation? Because they said there was no cancer. But before, with the biopsy, the cancer was there. But God healed me through the prayer and through the anointment of the oil, but they didn't know that because they didn't do another biopsy. But I'm a walking testimony. God does heal.
2-time cancer survivor.
And they're trying to tell me I've got it now, but
it's a box of rattlesnakes. The doctors are trying to hand her, and she's going to refuse to accept it. We're just going to believe for her healing, just like we have every other time. So anyway, we are going to. There you go. We are going to get off of here, and I will go in there. There was a few super chats that come in there, and thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Someone, Treva, said he's praying for you.
thank you.
Jeffrey Spielman. Anyway, we appreciate you guys, and we'll tune out of here, and I will start up. I was going to do a demo on the Roberts cutter today, but it's all messy outside. Let me show you.
It is raining cats.
It's
and
been
dogs.
like raining all day long. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jeffrey Lucas. Like I've stated in other videos of mine, prayer is one of the best things that you can do for someone. See out the window there, it's all rainy. It's been doing that all day long. So,
Prayer is the best gift you can give anybody.
yeah, the best thing you can do for someone is to pray for someone. So we definitely appreciate the prayers. And the best thing a person can do to someone is say, God bless you. So I believe that with all my heart. So I really do appreciate it. And thank you, Billy, for your wonderful inspirational videos that you do on Flooring Installers of America. The other day when I came home and did those 5 giveaways, all 5 different reviews or whatever like that, it was because I was all hyped up from hearing your motivational speech or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, you hyped me up because I told you I was down in the dumps all day long. And then I heard that and I felt good. I came home and did like 5 different giveaways. So that was with your help, Billy. So I appreciate that. Anyway, thank you guys. and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to get out of here. I'll log off, and then I will log back in here in just a second. I got a different tool that someone sent me just the other day. I want to talk about it. It's actually a really good hardwood tool, and we're going to talk about it for just a few minutes and give it away. So thank you for your super chats. Oh, did you hear that? I said give it away. It almost sounded like Red Hot Chili Peppers there. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in a few minutes. God bless y'all. FBSB's out.